I hope this ends up, well, being cool. Don't go away. Hello everybody and welcome to Fat Guy Productions. I am Paul, coming to you as always from beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada, and I hope this ends up being cool. This is not something I have used, not something I have physically touched. I saw it somewhere online and I thought this could be great for me. And I'll tell you more about it as we get it out of the box. Well, as you can see, this is a box from Home Depot, and I don't know if you know this about me. I've done woodworking. Done a lot of woodworking, in fact. I always enjoyed it. I kind of had to stop though because of my lungs. All the dusts and stuff like that would just tear me up. So sadly I had to quit. So when we moved, there didn't seem to be a lot of sense in bringing all my giant woodworking tools, table saw, bandsaw, planer, jointer, all of that stuff. So when I saw this, I thought, hey, this could be a handy little device to allow me to do light little projects around the house. And in a new house, you know, you need something like that. And I thought, this could be great for what I've got coming here. So I ordered this, and it is this thing. I got this out of here. Okay. The Dremel Blueprint. Okay, let's put this up here. Let's get this over there. All right, what this is it's a portable saw station by Dremel, of all people. And it's almost like a little tiny table saw. And I thought, you know, every now and then you need to cut a board down to size, or you need to put a miter cut into something, or you need to make repetitive cuts, 10 repetitive cuts or something like that. And this, it won't clog up my garage. It will go under my workbench with all my other hand tools like my circular saw and jigsaw and all that other stuff, which I kept. And yet this could offer me some table saw-like features in a compact little thing. Cuts 4 ways. 4 types de coupes. 4 tipos de corte. Well, anyhow, okay. Includes, I see a blade, a miter, looks like a saw attachment, a vacuum attachment, battery. I don't know. I don't know what all it contains. You see, it's boxed real nice, and you know how I feel about that. It's a 12-volt compact saw with cutting case. So the case actually makes like a table, and here it shows you can do up to a 1-inch depth of cut, straight, 90-degree straights, 45 degrees. You can rip, you can bevel. So that's actually pretty cool. And here's some more information on it. I don't remember what I paid for this because I bought this right at the beginning of the move and my life has been pure mayhem. So I'm going to put the price right here, right now. I got this through Home Depot, and you can decide if this is something for you. Now, all you high-end woodworkers, like I might have been in my past life, are going to probably laugh at something like this and go, this is so stupid. Okay, maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Okay, maybe for somebody moving into his slower days of his life, maybe this is just the thing I need to get those home projects done that I need to and want to get done without having to clutter my garage full of a bunch of full-on shop tools. And by the way, my daughter and son-in-law bought our old house. I left all the tools there for him, so if I ever need a full-on table saw, I still have access. All right, so let's get this out of here. Like I said, it is packaged nicely, very heavy, very sturdy. I don't know about the graphics, but I guess it's in keeping with the Dremel livery, if you will. It's got sort of the Dremel-y look, you know, their bluish signature colors, their grays, all of that stuff. So, yeah, I don't even know how to get this thing out of here. Oh, okay, we're gonna open the other side too. That's what we're gonna do. And yes, I am using again my Swiss Army knife. This is the one my wife got me for Christmas. Love this thing. Always loved a good Swiss Army knife. This is a particularly nice one. And a few extra features that I'm used to having in my Swiss Army knives. And so I'm really loving this one. I use it all the time. All right. See, this is what I'm looking to do. This thing is in this box. For real. Oh, crud. Come on now. Jeez. Hey, how do you know if somebody's channel is rehearsed or faked or whatever? Right here, this is how. Oh, goodness. Exhausted. Okay, so hey, look, really cool. Right off the bat, I love this. Okay, portable, small, convenient. I can, like I said, I can tuck this right underneath my workbench, out of the way. It's like a stiff plastic, latches on the top, carry handle. I can see part of the miter track here on both sides. There's little gaps in it. I don't know. Rubberized feet on both sides because I assume to use it, you must have to lay it down like so. So let's open this up and take a look and see what we have here. Okay, there we go. That's probably not the way to open it then. Some stuff is just falling out of it. Or maybe it's just not packaged good. I don't know. Okay, so what do I see right off the bat? Here's the an information card, Dremel Blueprint. See the full Dremel Blueprint lineup at Dremel.com. Oh, look at that. I see a cordless drill. I see, of course, a Dremel. I see a little cutoff saw. Huh. Interesting. Okay, let's take a look at this thingy. Now, I don't know how any of it works, okay? I know this somehow becomes the table. Now I see hinges here. Look at that, there's molded in. I'm gonna get pictures to show you of this stuff, but there's molded in measurements here. Well, you know, I bet there's somewhere a panel that, or two panels that somehow go in here and close all this off. But it's got measurements, it's got little angles marked into it. Pretty neat. It's got a whole don't cut your hand off warning, max 50 pounds or 22 kilograms. There's a picture of a guy running, so I guess you're not supposed to run on it, which I don't know why they would say that. That seems stupid. Okay, now this is really a cool little saw. Okay, it's just a little saw, and you can see it's got a blade in it. Okay, it's just like a little, look at that. And you can see why max cut is 1 inch, okay, because, you know, it's a little tiny saw, and this is bottomed out, okay, so that is your cut depth right there. That's as deep as you can go. But it's got the little settings for making shallower cuts. You got the for doing a bevel. You've got some kind of a guide thing here. I don't know what this is for. I don't know what any of this is for. Battery here comes out. I'm assuming holy cow! Oh, look at that. There's no way. There's no way. It does. It's got a laser in it. That is so cool. Doesn't have a lot of juice in it. It's got just enough to pull the trigger once or twice. Did I see a light too? No, but there is a laser in this. That is really amazing that something this small and compact would have a laser in it. Let's dig through this and see what else is in here. Okay, there's this thing. It is one of these things. I mean, what would a house be without one of these blue things? Okay, and so it's got one of these blue things here, and that's always nice to have. Yeah, what I'm saying is I have no idea what this is, but there is one of those. And I have no idea how to get back in there, so we'll put it over here. Okay, what's this over here? This is a vacuum connector tube. Okay, so that you can connect this to a vacuum, like a shop vac. And this, I'm sure this opens up somehow. Here is your battery charger, and it's like Velcroed into the case. Okay, so here's battery charger, all right? And that's, the little inserts are kind of just chintzy plastic things, nothing to write home about. And I don't have any, okay, there's hinges here. I suspect this lifts up and then another part swings out and then it all lays down. So, oh, yeah, there you go. You just kind of pull. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's pretty neat. Okay, first of all, there's like a guide in here. What the heck was that? There was I don't know where it went. There it is. There's a little plug in there. I don't know what this is. So there's that. And then you take this and you unfold it. And then you push it down. And then we do the same thing over here. And then over on this side, we've got all our manuals. Here's a, oh, okay. These are just little bungs to hold pieces in the case. Okay, so that's all that is. It's just little bungs to hold it in there. Here is your miter, but well, no, it's just a because it doesn't miter at all. So okay, here's a couple clamps, pull downs for whatever you're cutting or what have you. There's 2 of these in here. I'll leave them in there since there's 2. And then you pop this one open and then you bring it down and you snap it in, and there you go. You got a table saw, and I believe I'm backwards, so I'm gonna flip this around here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's better. And then here, oh, look at that. That's pretty neat. Oh, that must be what this is. It must be a lock of some kind. I don't know. But that slides in. Look at that. Oh, that's pretty neat, guys. Here's a miter right here. I don't know what, am I doing it backwards? That's pretty neat, though. 0. Can tighten that up. But look at that. And talk about, yeah, you're going to get precision here because it's not going to go nowhere. It's riding in this track. And you have to kind of take it, and this end is loose, okay? This end is trapped. But still, and when you're done, you just take it right out the back. Look at that. That is pretty neat, folks. Here is a little miter thingy. I don't understand why it's up there. And then a little latch for it. Look at that. There's even like a, I'm assuming that's like a dry erase notepad where you can jot down little notes on it. I don't know. I think these are just, I don't know. I guess they'll move out of the way if you don't need them here, but they're just like alignment pins, I guess. But yeah, this is pretty slick. So let's take a quick look at the books. We got a cutting diagram. We got operating safety schedule. Okay, I thought I was gonna be insulted because it's operating and safety instructions. So they're all in one. So this is how you work it. This is the important book. This is nothing. This is for your battery charger. This is nothing. This is operating safety instruction. Okay, got two different ones. One for the saw and one for one for the saw and one for the little table. But yeah, this is really neat. And we've got some IKEA shelves, and we've got a really cool place to put them. We want them to go from wall to wall on this little spot here. It's like a little nook. And IKEA only had ones that are a little bit too long and ones that are a little bit too short. We did not want the short ones. I thought I might have to cut it in bits. Okay, I might have to cut, rotate, or something like that. I don't know how this is going to work out. I thought maybe I could use this to cut those shelves down. So that's what we're going to try and do, and we're going to try and get some footage of that for you so you can take a look at this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to take and read all the instructions, figure out how this works. I'm going to cut something, okay, whether it's the shelves or just some wood pieces or what have you. I'm going to cut something so you can see this thing in action, and then we will come back and wrap up after that and tell you what we think. But right now, I got to tell you, this is pretty cool, okay? Dremel may have knocked this out of the park. Hey, look, they even put a little, don't put your hand in here and chop off your fingers symbol. And there's one here, there's one here, there's one here, there's one here. Don't put your fingers in here, okay? Like, don't do what I'm doing here. Do as I say. Don't do as I do as I say. So anyhow, I'm going to figure out how all this works, and we're going to come back next time and cut something. So for me, a couple days. For you, moments. Don't go away. Okay, so what I have here is I've just got it set up outside real quick. Nothing fancy, okay? Just got my miter gauge here. Got the saw, and this is just a scrap piece of wood from the Glowforge. I've already cut my shelves. I forgot to record, so I'm going to show you this. And there you have it. Nice clean cut. Okay. Again. I mean, that does a great job. Now let me take you and go show you the shelves that I cut down to show you what I did here. Hang on a second. Let's go look. Okay, so these shelves we bought at IKEA. Too big to fit in this space. So I used that in the edge guide, set it to the right length, and just didn't even have to measure after the first one because I had the edge guide on there set, and I just went, and then I had to roll it, okay, because of the, like that, so I had to roll it, so I cut it one way, rolled it, cut it the other way, beautiful. Did these shelves, they look fantastic. The saw worked like a champ. I have no complaints, really. All right, so what do I think of this thing? Look, it's easy to discount it. It's a little plasticky portable table saw by Dremel, of all people. Okay? It's not by DeWalt or Porter Cable or Ryobi or any of these brands. It's by Dremel. Now, Dremel makes fine products, but really, a little portable table saw? I don't know. Well, you know, it's easy to think that way. But going in, especially in my situation, I love it. Now look, who do you want to listen to? A full-on contractor who's going to poo-poo this no matter what I say. Somebody who's never done any woodworking before, okay? Or somebody like me who's done some pretty serious woodworking, but is flexible and hobby-ish enough that I can take something like this and give it a good look. And I'll tell you, I did give it a good look. I've used it. I've used it here to tackle projects in my new house, and I love this thing. It's fantastic. $150 worth. You know, you can't buy a good DeWalt circular saw for that, okay? $150. It folds up, it gets put away. It's not just taking over your life like a table saw would, but it's got a lot of features and it's very, very handy. I absolutely, wholeheartedly recommend this thing. All right, if you like this video, please give it a giant thumbs up, click subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification bell so you never miss one of my videos. If you've used this, I'd love to hear your opinions. If you're a high-end woodworker, I'd love to hear your opinions. If you're a newbie, I'd love to hear your opinions. Put them in the comments below. Share it with all of us. We would like to know what you guys think. All right, that's going to wrap it up. I hope the rest of your day is fun and filled with all sorts of exciting and successful projects. Hope it's a great, great day. Okay, that's it. Until next time, this is Paul from Fat Guy Productions saying, be good.